I'm John Rasmussen, Senior Director of Product Management and Research and Development here at MobileDemand. I'm going to talk to you today about the T1200 docks. Sealed, they've got all sorts of capabilities. You can see the T1200 is fully engaged in it right now, a couple of speakers on front. It's got a lever that goes about releasing it, so if you need fast pick and run capabilities and you need to be able to connect peripherals and USB, Ethernet, serial to the back of it, then that gives you the fastest way to go and run with the device. So to get it back in the dock, you simply engage it there, the lever comes back, latches down, you kick it down, and it's not going to go anywhere. So the device you're going to see is going to fire up here momentarily because it's now found power, so it'll automatically power up. This lockdown mode will keep it engaged while it's in the vehicle, and if you want more secure lockdown, there's actually a key lock that I'll show you in a little bit here. But I just wanted to show some of the key features that come along with this. So you've got obviously the docking connector, external antenna capabilities, so you can get some external antennas if you need to run antennas outside of the vehicle to get you greater coverage. You got the two speakers. This particular one has a ball mounted on the bottom for the keyboard, and all of this uses a RAM ball mounting accessories for it. So this is actually a B ball meant for keyboards that are industrial designed and going to be rugged and handle the environment. The latches, the arms, so you can actuate it from either side, so whether you're left-handed or right-handed or whichever way you want to mount it. The key lock is over here. The mounting from the back side, where you can see the D-ball mount, gives you the capability to flexibly mount it in multiple locations. So a few of the features on the back. This is the sealed version, which uses a sealed cable squeeze release connection that will actually go in and hold it captively on the back. So it'll keep it not only sealed, but also vibration. So in forklifts and semi-trucks and those environments where you have a lot of vibration going on and you're worried about busting up connections on normal docks, this is the route you want to go. So obviously we have 4 USB ports, a rugged and sealed Ethernet connection, so RJ45, for which we have a similar, and then you have a rugged and sealed connection for power, as well as RS-232. So you can connect up scanners that need power on pin 9. We have that available as a configuration option. And here's where the 2 external antenna jacks will go in that particular model of it. On the back side, some of the details are VISA mounting holes as well as the RAM ball mounting. So you have 2 different VISA patterns on here. You have all kinds of holes for zip ties, for cable strain relief, for which you need to tie the cable into a knot right above where you're going to connect it, put the zip tie through on there, and that will retain the cables through vibration and the other pulls that would go on in the environment. The 2 holes up here are for a mounting plate to be able to take the power supply, the small power supply, and mount it on the back of the dock, so it gives you a nice clean installation. All you have is a single cable that's then running away to wherever your power source is to give you that capability, so everything's nice and clean. Now we have high-powered kits that are also available for trains and higher-powered forklifts as well that won't be mounting on the back side of it. But the goal is to provide you all those details to be able to give you the capability to connect up. On this side, you can actually see the key for the dock to lock it in place. And on the bottom side, you can see all the different attachment points for those different balls. So if you need to mount a keyboard to have it come off to either side or other directions, you can actually do that and mount it pretty flexibly with your particular vehicle. So it'll meet all your needs in those environments. It's key to note too that even though this has sealed connections, you can use regular cables with it. So you can take a standard USB connection. It has some extra friction and force going on with the connector itself for retention, but it's not going to prohibit you from doing that. We sell a series of adapters that take about a 12-inch length with the sealed connection and then have some heat shrink that can go through, so you can adapt to existing cables. So you don't need to replace cables that you already have in your environment. One of the key features for the vehicle dock is the 2 speakers on front. We know you work in noisy environments, so it's important to get as much volume out as possible for your users to be able to hear when you've got good read beeps or error warnings and messages coming out. So we've designed the T1200 vehicle dock to really provide some cranking out capability. That's all controlled by your screen. So what we're going to do is demonstrate that by playing some music on the speaker just out of the T1200, which gets about around 70 dB. If you're into the technical sound stuff, these speakers are going to crank out between 90 to 95 dB, depending upon the tone and the range. So I want to demonstrate that capability. There's a little bit of lag when you go docking it, but you'll see it come up. So as you can hear it coming out of the T1200, now putting it into the vehicle dock, it'll switch over. Notice the dramatic improvement. This is probably louder than what you're going to be comfortable with hearing music on, but it shows the capability of going into that noisy environment and being able to hear the beeps while you're in and moving around. So another first by MobileDemand, cranking out all kinds of sound for your noisy environments.